I'm Lieutenant Colonel Kyle Baer. Currently, I am the senior full-timer for the 76th Infantry Brigade Combat Team and Brigade Executive Officer for the 76 as well. So prior to moving over to the 76th Brigade Executive Officer position, I was the J35 Plans Officer, working for the Director of Military Support. And that position, what I was required to do in my role was to do all the plans for the Indiana National Guard as the Indiana Guard supports the stateside mission for the governor. And one of the big things that we do is we have to partner with our civilian agencies, Department of Homeland Security, Department of Health, Department of Transportation, State Police, all those agencies. So when I would work the plans of how the Guard integrates into response for the governor, I would be the liaison between the Indiana Guard and the Department of Homeland Security. I would make sure that we were able to put together working groups, training, in order to provide a force multiplier to respond to incidents and help it go away for the citizens of Indiana. The integral part of how the Indiana National Guard responds to an incident, whether it is a flood, whether it's snow, the recent snow, whether it's a pandemic, our role is we're always in a supporting role from the military. And our goal is always to respond, to make the problem go away with our civilian agencies in charge. We don't want to be meeting them out in a response for the first time. If you meet somebody and you work together with somebody, you understand their role, their responsibility, how best to support them, and when to call them, it helps the response go a lot better. It helps communication. For example, we met with Department of Homeland Security, Department of Health, Dr. Box for 2 years before the pandemic. So when Department of Health took over for the pandemic, we already had a relationship with her and some of her folks. So it helped ease the transition in understanding where people were coming from, personalities, and how to best solve the problems for the governor and for the citizens of Indiana. Legally, we're not supposed to be in charge. We want the lowest echelon of first responders to take care of the problem. So if there is a flood in a certain county in Indiana, we want that county and those county officials and county first responders to be the one to be the face of solving the problem. And then we are always there to provide assistance and capabilities with the military equipment and manpower to help solve those problems. And then obviously if the problem grows, if it becomes a district or a statewide problem, we still want the civil authorities and the citizen side to be in charge of their area. So we always fall within that supporting role in order to silently take or provide assets to help their problem go away. And then we also have a separate mission set we're training for. We have the federal side and the go to war mission set that we're always training for. So we're dual purposed in how we train. So the state side mission for state active duty and or emergency response is something that we don't ever want to be the lead on. In 2018, the operations director, Aaron Rowe, we got together and we developed what they called Operation Force Multiplier. And it was Department of Health, Department of Homeland Security, FEMA, all the district's emergency managers, county emergency managers, some police officers, and we went to every district and we did a joint training. It was a seminar. So we had a PowerPoint, we had discussions of if an emergency happens, how do we respond together? And we did that each year for like 3 years. I think they still do it. Really was the starting point of getting to know the people. Like I said earlier, knowing them before you show up to an emergency is better. So I think the most interesting and I guess fulfilling is when you go to a response, go down to Florida or Texas, or you respond to the governor's call for highway assistance teams for snow. The satisfaction of that you are part of a solution to an emergency that is protecting the citizens and the Hoosiers is exciting for me, because we were able to participate in solving a problem for the governor, for our citizens, and we did it professionally, we did it exceptional, and we were able to provide assistance and then turn it back over to the civilian authorities for them to continue with their counties or their districts.